for you. Okay, it's a beautiful morning here in Italy, and I'm using these candles. Can you see them okay? I bought these candles the other day. I absolutely love them. So this is pile 1 here, and this is pile 2. This is one of my necklaces. Isn't it gorgeous? It's from Gallipoli in Italy. And this is pile 3. So pile 3 has the 2 stems, and pile 1 has the front stem and 3 stems in total. Okay, so just pick a card, not pick a card, just pick from there. The reason I'm doing that is so that I can have more cards in the reading. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go to pile 1. Okay, let's go to pile 1 here. So what we're doing today is, did they shoot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? It means, have they done something and it's backfired, or they regret their actions? So just bear with me a moment. Just going to give this a good shuffle. So just stay with me while I'm shuffling this. I'm doing this before work actually. It's a really beautiful morning this morning. I just feel inspired to do this reading for you. I can't tell you what a beautiful view I have from my window. If you're not aware that I live in Italy, I'm from the UK and I live in Italy, and I have a really pretty window, like with love heart wrought iron. And then when I look out, I just look out on Italian balconies. I mean, it's just unbelievably beautiful. So, did they shoot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Did they shoot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? I've just picked up 3 cards, so let me just put them back into the deck. Did they shoot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Pile 1. Did they shoot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Did they shoot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Oh, that's interesting. Let's have a look. So we've got magical moments. I love the way that it matches the green of the cactus. We've got, oh, look at that, the Knight of Cups. We've got the Warmth card. We've got the Old Hag. We've got the jealousy and competitiveness. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. That's so interesting. Oh, we've got more cards than I intended. We've got the 10 of Cups. We've got the King of Pentacles, and we've got the Strength card. Let me just dive into this. This is a little bit confusing, but let's go with this. Did they shoot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Well, right in the middle of this reading is one of my most challenging cards. I made it for a specific reason. It's the Old Hag. Okay, the Old Hag is a spiritual sort of demonic force that comes to people at night, but I used her to kind of represent an interfering older woman. And she's come up again and again and again, and I think last night or this morning, I suddenly like, oh, this is what she's all about. So right in the middle of this reading, this old hag is the opposite to the fairy godmother. The fairy godmother grants your wishes, okay? And the old hag likes to take away your wishes. And there is this really heavy, interfering energy right in the middle of this reading where you're concerned and where they're concerned. So whether it's a physical person, an older woman, a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, a sister, or someone like that who's bitter and twisted and who loves to separate people or loves to have control over your special person's relationship, okay, she's here. So this is a difficult reading to answer that question. So I'm just going to have to do this other thing I do with the cards. Up here, we've got everything that someone would want in a connection. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, we've got the King of Pentacles, and we've got the Strength card, showing the intensity of your connection, showing the goal of your connection. That's a happy home, a happy relationship, a happy marriage, a happy family, happy extended family. This is what everybody wants. They want to feel like they're abundant and affluent and have a beautiful home and a beautiful relationship, and everybody and everything is happy in this dream scenario. Now, let's just go here. On the either side of this interfering energy, I'm going to answer the question in a minute, but I just need to go through the cards. We've got the King of Cups looking away on one side, and we've got the the Knight of Cups looking away. So this is the person that presents love, but he's looking away. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles also looking away out of this connection. So this is about future planning, the Knight of Pentacles. This is about, I'm going to plan for my future, where you're concerned. I'm going to plan for my future. I'm going to metaphorically choose the right season in which to take action. And this is also quite a planning card as well. The Knight of Cups plans when they're going to give their cup of love. You know, they make it into a ceremony, okay? They don't do it off the cuff, you know. They have a shower, they brush their hair, they clean their teeth, you know, they polish the cup of love before they give it to you. And what we have down here is we have this person, just like the card above them, thinking about this beautiful outcome. The whole point of giving the cup of love is to have this Ten of Pentacles situation. And below them, we've got this beautiful, you know, these memories that you've shared together, or that they're thinking about you. So that's really positive. However, we've got these two cards here with the old hag feeling isolated. This King of Pentacles, I feel like this is them. This is them, and this is potentially their two actions, okay? Where they should be giving you the cup of love and they're not. They should be planning for the future and they're not, okay? They should be reaching this goal with you, but they're not. They're feeling isolated. They're feeling lonely. They're feeling a little bit in the dark. They're feeling the need for warmth. They don't know where the light is, the light at the end of the tunnel in this connection. And then we've got this kind of, there's too many people involved. There's too many facets involved here. There could be a lot of jealousy also involved here, okay? There could be like a bit of a battle going on. So I'm more feeling like, yes, they do feel like they've shot themselves in the foot where you're concerned, but I just want to find out a little bit more. I just want to find out a little bit more. So what I need to do is just push that back a wee bit, and I just need to push that in a little bit. Okay, so I need to lay my cards out. So I need to do that a little bit more. Tell me more about this situation. Tell me more about this situation, please. So my question was, do they feel that they've shot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's pretty much confirmed it. Didn't even see where this card come from. It's a word card. It says our bodies together. Okay, and if you're in LDR or online, they're still thinking about your bodies together. And they're thinking that that's not a possibility. That's not a possibility. Because there's something between you guys that's really, really stormy. And look at this painful ending. Wow. I mean, that is so painful there. I want to just read some more. Just bear with me, guys. I just want to read a little bit more. Tell me more about this connection. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, so I do feel like they feel like they've stabbed themselves in the foot where you're concerned. But there's another little story, if you just bear with me, and I'm not quite picking up on it, and I just want to put the cards this way so I can see it. Okay. I know there's something else hidden here, and I just want to go into it. So for a lot of you, there's been an incredibly painful ending for you and for them, even if you don't feel that it's been painful. There's been some sort of contract here. Okay, can you see it in the middle there? Okay, and that's you, the Lady in the Tower, one of my favourite cards, actually. And they're aware that they've either abandoned you, that they haven't been a gentleman, okay, or if you're dating a female, hold on, let me just do this right. Your special person is aware that they haven't done the right thing by you, okay? If you're dating a guy, he hasn't been a gentleman, okay? He hasn't stepped up to the mark. He hasn't fought for you. That's what one of my clients say, okay? And they feel like they're heavily burdened with some contractual aspect in their life, whether it's a job or finances or marriage or some other legal process or something like that, whatever it is. And that contract is impacting on where you're concerned. So let me just tune into this. I just feel like this person is heavily influenced or overburdened by a really negative energy in their life. So as I said, whether it's a person, a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, an older female in their family, something like that, but heavily overburdened with this person. Or it could be an energy in their life where they feel like they are being well, they're maybe not aware that they're being influenced to not take action towards you. okay? To not plan. I see them looking at the thought of you being close and intimate, and then just worried about the storm that would actually cause, okay? And then kind of like they want to show the cup of love. They want to have this journey with you. But the old hag is in the middle saying, no, it's not possible. I feel like a lot of them feel like they've lost you. And that for some of you, you may, I know it's kind of weird at the moment because we're in a pandemic, but you may have gone off traveling, or your life is taken off in some way, or they're witnessing you doing okay in your life. And that they possibly feel that you've moved on completely. And not only have you moved on, you're looking amazing and you're doing amazing and you're being very successful in your life. Tell me more about this contract, please. This contract. Spirit guides, tell me more about this contract. Right, it's getting very complicated, but stay with me. This contract that they have is blocking their natural flame energy, which is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is spontaneous and exciting and seeks adventure and lives life to the full and impulsive, you know, but also extremely, for some people, could be very creative or sort of brings people together and, you know, and sociable and that sort of thing. You know, they have that energy of engaging in life on a very high level. And this person would generally be seeking lots of opportunities. Okay, lots of avenues to go down, you know, like an entrepreneur who sees lots of different viable options on how to, you know, make money in places and stuff like that. Don't know why that popped up, but just popped up. But this contract is a real burden to them. And it's stopping their natural flame energy towards you. This is a very difficult read to read, actually. It's a very difficult read to read. Let me just get some clarity. Stay with me, guys. Let me just get some clarity on this. Let me just see. There's something weird going on here. It's challenging. So we've got this old hag and we've got this two knight energies. This is kind of like the younger energy inside of them, going off in different directions. Been one almighty painful ending here. So the answer is yes, I do feel like they've shot themselves in the foot. For some of you, I feel like they had a contractual agreement with you. Oh, yes, okay. So for some of you, I feel like they had some sort of contractual agreement with you that, weirdly, I know this is weird, that they weren't happy about. Okay, maybe they weren't happy about some level of responsibility around you, whether it's a home or a car or a job or whatever it is, or money or finance or whatever it is. And I feel like what's happened is that they've seen that you're no longer in the waiting in the tower for them. When she's waiting in the tower, she's looking and longing for them. She's focused on them. when the person's in the tower, when you're in the tower, they know that they've abandoned you. They know that they've left you. They know that they haven't stepped up to the mark. And I feel what's happened, I feel what's happened is that you released yourself from the tower. Yeah, okay, thanks. I knew there was something else going on here. I feel like you released yourself from the tower, and you're no longer waiting on them. Sorry, the story's changed a little bit, so stay with me. You're no longer waiting on them to choose you. So yes, they do. This is what I'm seeing here. You've somehow presented yourself as not an option for them in some way, shape or form. That's what they're feeling. So when they're deciding, I'm going to choose this, this or this, they don't feel that you're in that category, because you've shown them somehow that you've moved on. I mean, in a massive way. I don't know, possibly for some of you in your previous connection, there was something contractual between you, and some of you might have been quite incarcerated in an area in their life, either by location or in a home or by some dynamic in your connection. You were very limited, I feel, or energetically very limited to be outside of maybe their control or their world, okay? That they had you where they wanted you. That's what I'm feeling, okay? And something happened, okay, and it's quite painful actually, and you broke out of that. You got away. You're the person that got away. Oh my goodness, that took a long time. All right. So yes, this is a very painful situation for them. The card that's telling me this is that they're held in their position. And with this old hag energy, this interfering energy, this energy that likes to separate and divide. Okay, the energy that doesn't give you your wishes. So whether that's a person or just a dynamic or a personality trait. Okay, and then they had you there. They had you right where they wanted you, here. Okay, not anymore. Look at that. Not anymore. So the answer is yes, they do feel like they've shot themselves in the foot. I just want to get a little bit more. And what particularly do they feel they've shot themselves in the foot with? What is it particularly? Okay, what is their particular regret? Ooh, the plot thickens. They feel, right, we've got the devil energy right in the middle of this reading. The devil energy is when two people are deeply connected to each other through quite a toxic or codependent connection. Could have been like a lot of sexual energy in here as well for some of you. And that you were a slave to each other through this toxic energy. Okay, doesn't mean that it doesn't always mean abuse, it doesn't always mean that sort of thing. It means like people come together and we're not perfect, and we go down paths that are darker and delicious and exciting and that sort of thing, but not good for us, okay? And they felt that they had that with you, and they felt that they were on the winning, they were on the winning side of this, okay, when they're in their devil energy. So the devil energy is kind of like delicious and exciting and all those sort of things, but it doesn't have the love, the warmth, the nurturing there. And it's coming with the Knight of Wands energy. So this flame energy that I'm talking about, it's quite interesting. This king of Wands, who normally is spontaneous and exciting and has adventures, okay, is the younger energy of that. They feel they don't have that where you're concerned, that excitement, that they can't express their excitement. They can't, I feel like for some of you, they feel like they conquered you. Okay, so this is probably a really positive reading for you. And they don't have that anymore. They don't have that excitement. They don't have that deliciousness. They don't have that forbidden. They don't have that with you. Okay. And that's where they feel they've shot themselves in the foot. And they don't feel that they can come forward again. At the moment, anyway. So, pile one. Wow, that was quite an amazing read. Don't you just love how the sunlight comes through? Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that's for everyone that picked pile one. I hope that makes sense. So the answer was yes. A bit of a long-winded yes there. So just so that you know, my cards are not in the upright position. So what I'm going to do is read all the cards in the upright. So that's pile one. And this is for everyone that picked pile two. So let's have a look at what, if they felt they've shot themselves in the foot where you're concerned. And if you haven't been to my channel before, I paint and draw my own tarot cards, but I don't look at the cards. They like they're facing up. You probably can't see that, but I don't look at the cards. So let's just lay them out again. Okay, do they think that they've shot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Do they feel that they've shot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Do they feel they've shot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Oh, is that the same cards as pile one? Okay. This is pile two. Okay. So we've got the 8 of Wands. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. We've got the King of Cups. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got winning the connection. And we've got the Touch card. Okay, so with this one, just bear with me, guys. I don't know that they feel that they've shot themselves in the foot where you're concerned. Okay. Let me just turn it this way. Just bear with me a second so I can see. What I'm feeling with this, and you might be quite surprised with this, what I'm feeling with this is that they don't think it's over. Okay. They don't think it's over. In fact, they could well be coming forward right now. And you could be quite surprised about this. They have a lot of admiration for you. They have a lot of intimate longing for you. Okay. And yeah, they don't feel that they've shot themselves in the foot because they are determined to win this situation. Okay, they're determined to win this situation. So this is them coming forward with the Eight of Wands. You could actually start getting some messages, and you're represented by the Nine of Pentacles. I know we've got the sunlight there, but I kind of like it coming through the window there. You're represented by the Nine of Pentacles, so they're in deep admiration for you. And here we have the King. I love this card. The King of Cups. So this person has a lot of feelings for you. And as I said, they're coming forward, right? So they don't feel like they've shot themselves in the foot because to them it's not over. And they're going to be extremely generous with you, okay? And they want to have this given and taken. But they are determined to win this situation. Now, what I see is two females in this reading. Okay, and it's hinted twice that there are three people in this connection here. And this other person here is a woman who is putting in a lot of boundaries, someone that they can't mess around with very much here. But nonetheless, they're determined to win this situation. Here he is in the corner with two females on either side. Two romantic females on either side. But he's determined to win this, and he is determined that he's not going to lose anything when he wins this situation with you. He's not going to lose financially or emotionally or anything physically. Okay, so that's what's coming out there. But if he hasn't kissed you for a while, he's determined to kiss you, and he's determined to have a sense of celebration with you. Wow, this is a very strong person. Okay, tell me about this Queen of Swords, please. Tell me about this Queen of Swords, please. Tell me about this Queen of Swords, please. Okay, so this Queen of Swords is someone that they potentially could be in a romantic connection with. Okay, and which someone that they have decided not to commit to. And they have some romantic regrets over this Queen of Swords. Okay, so she's kind of like someone that they've had a relationship with. It could be an ex, it could be someone current. And they don't seem to want to hurt this person at all. Okay, and they have quite a gentle and tender, I'm sorry to say this, okay, but they have quite a gentle and tender energy towards this person. But she's no nonsense, right? She's no nonsense. I do sense some conflict around them. They have some nostalgic regrets. Maybe things didn't work out with this other person, or they're not working out with this other person. But here you are. Right, I want to find out their energy towards you. Okay, what's the energy towards the Nine of Pentacles, please? Yeah. Wow. So with you, I feel like there's a much stronger connection with you, a much higher level of satisfaction where you're concerned, and they're blissed out when they're with you. They're blissed out when they're with you. And it's right above the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups. I mean, it's very, very, very powerful. So for some of you, they could be well ending a connection right now, where they have had, why they feel quite tender towards this other person. I'm sorry to keep going on about it. I know how much it can pee people off, but I just want to find out why they're ending. Why are they ending? Why are they ending, please? The Queen. What's going on? Why are they ending this? What's going on? Could be a work situation, and they've decided to put in a divide here. Yeah, it could be a work situation there. They've decided to put in a divide with this other person. Okay. But their intensity towards you is a lot stronger. Okay. But they are fearing judgment from you. Or potentially they've got to apologise with this judgment card up here. But they've got a really, really high level of emotions for you. So yes, so they don't feel like they shot themselves in the foot, which is, I feel like, quite arrogant. Can I just pop that in? Because to them it's not over and done with yet. Okay, and they're fully intending to make that known to you. Okay, so guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that resonates with you and makes sense to you. I'm just wondering if I should pull another card. I know it's very intriguing reading. Yeah, they're up for a fight. Not necessarily with you. They're going to fight for this connection. They're ready for battle. They're no nonsense where you're concerned. Okay, they're no nonsense where you're concerned. Okay, they're ready for it. Whatever dynamic, they're ready for it. Okay, they might act unethical to win this situation, but they don't care. They're going to do what it takes, basically. All right, guys, so I hope that makes sense to you. I'm very intrigued about this other person. Sorry if I'm a bit bitty this morning. I hadn't really planned it. I just felt inspired. Who's this other person? Who's this other person? Tell me so the reader can identify them. Okay. I don't want to hurt you guys, but it's maybe possible. It says our bodies together. And it says it's too intense. So this could have been maybe a sexual union over here. Okay. Possibly they've enjoyed. I'm sorry. They've enjoyed. But it could be around a work situation, something like that. Or something that was convenient for them both. And he's put a divide in because there's been some hassle here. There's been some conflict and there's been some hassle here. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to pop that over there. And that's for everyone in pile 2. I should just mention, I'm not very organised this morning. I should just mention that I do a lot of private readings. So if you want a personal reading, just jump onto Etsy. You can see the prices. If you don't want to pay by Etsy, you can just pay by PayPal. And I have customers or clients that come back, been with me a long time. They come back for the first, second, third, fourth, fifth reading, which is really great as their relationships change and that sort of thing. And also I'm doing some if you go in my description, I love to design things. So I've got some divine feminine uterus drawings which are going up on Etsy. You'll see them if you jump onto my page. But I also design other things. You know, I love the print on demand, the cups, the aprons, the you know, the things for the home and stuff like that, water bottles, bags, and all that sort of thing. So I just design anything that sort of comes into my mind, really. I just design that. And if you want to, if you're in the US, it's very convenient because they're US based platforms. So take a look at that, and if there's anything you like, obviously it'd be great if you wanted to make a purchase. And just to thank you, I'm just putting my cards up, right? Just thank you for stopping by, and don't forget I've got the relationship coaches, which I have no affiliation with at all. They're just there, and they are so helpful. I listen to relationship coaches all day long, and I find out so many interesting ways on how to, you know, help your relationship or get over heartbreak, or to understand the psychology of a male mind if you're dating a man, and that sort of thing. Okay, guys, thank you so much. It's Ciao from Italy. So let's go on to pile 3 with 3 prongs here. Okay. Oh no, it's the 2 prongs. But anyway, it's pile 3. Okay. So let's pop you there. So, did they shoot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Let's have a look. Been quite challenging readings this morning, actually. Did they shoot themselves in the foot where you're concerned? Pile 3, did they shoot themselves in the foot where pile 3 is concerned? Did they shoot themselves? Oh, a lot of cards come out there. Let's do that. Let's have a look. Oh, a lot of similar cards are coming out in these readings. Let's have a look. So we've got the 4 of Wands, not seen that for a while, so that's quite good. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, we've got the 10 of Wands, we've got the Hermit, we've got the Judgment, and we've got the Water Drop, and we've got the I do feel like they feel that they've shot themselves in the foot where you're concerned. I feel over here there was a lovely sense at some point, this beautiful connection here. Possibly for some of you, you were together or living together or shared a home or something like that. Or there was a location that was very, very special to you both, a building, okay? And there was this sense of things feeling really, really good here in this connection. And I feel that that has kind of shifted, and I feel like they are overwhelmed with creating wealth for themselves or working really, really, really hard at the moment. Okay. And it's a very, very, very heavy burden for them. I do feel like they feel something has gone wrong here, and that they potentially fear judgment or karma, or they feel like there should be some sort of apology here, but they feel overwhelmed to even consider that. And it looks like they've withdrawn from you here with the Hermit card, pulled away because of this. But you're still very connected energetically with this water drop, and it might be possible that you might be getting signs from the universe about your connection. There can be lots of things that sort of show up that remind you of somebody, and I feel like this could be happening with them as well. You know, just sort of like you see a name, or you see, I don't know, if you had a favorite book together or a movie together, or you did something together and it's showing up in their world But I would say to you, watch out for signs, okay, that they could be coming back into communication. And they do have this sort of nostalgic thought about you, about maybe a place that you've gone or something that you've shared. I've seen this happy home, this beautiful green, this lovely love energy over here. So times are really, really good. Times are really, really good, and they haven't forgotten that, but they feel really overwhelmed and overburdened. For some of them, it seems to be mixed up with work as well, and some of them could be relocating. And for others, they just could feel very undervalued in your connection, and they've maybe decided to take what they have, their personality, their attributes, their traits, and take them elsewhere. Okay. Let me just check a couple of things for you. Tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles, please. Tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, they're really, okay, let's get into this. I feel like when you two were in your connection or together, they felt that they were building for the future, and they were very, very, very happy about it. They were happy to do the hard graft. Okay. And they felt like the wheel of fortune was in their favor, and everything was going to turn out beautiful and wonderful for them. I feel like they're still grafting. It's kind of funny, like they're still grafting. They still desire this outcome with you. They're still grafting, but they're not getting the rewards from their grafting. All they're getting is the harder they work, the more overburdened that they feel. Tell me about the Judgment and the overburden. Wow, I've got the World card. Yeah, so we keep getting these cards where you've had some really beautiful times together. Okay, but I feel like you guys have gone into a massive cycle, and they're probably feeling this as well. For some of you, it could have been quite some time that you've been apart, okay? Because we've got this World card, it's like you've gone through this massive cycle together. We've gone through this massive journey, either physically or emotionally. We've got these two cards here. I feel like you guys have gone through one cycle together, and you've actually entered into a second cycle, and that's now completing as well. So for some of you, it could be a couple of years. Okay, so it looks like you came to one ending, but it had more of a positive outcome, and now you've come to the second ending, or this second cycle. However, this second cycle has more of a positive spin on it. I feel like they value that they are in hermit mode. I mean, they have sort of withdrawn, and they are looking inside of themselves, and they do value you. They do value and appreciate you more, I feel, than the first cycle that you went through. They are more aware, or they more feel, or they more see what you had. I want to know what's gone wrong here. I feel quite a nice energy out of this reading overall. I feel quite it's quite a loving, tender energy towards you. It's very nice, actually. What went wrong here? What went wrong? What went wrong in this connection? I'm just wondering if this person was unfaithful to you, that they could have kissed somebody else or given that energy, maybe messaging people, or maybe even sort of going off in a new direction in your connection. Maybe they push forward into a new direction. Maybe they thought the grass was greener. Okay. And they thought romance was elsewhere. It's kind of weird, guys, but I am getting a little bit of a feeling for some of you is that did your attentions get pulled elsewhere? Or did they feel that your attentions got pulled elsewhere? I feel like feelings got really involved in this connection, okay? Unexpected feelings with the unlocking of the heart. Tell me more. I'm getting kind of mixed messages with this. Tell me more. Let me just see. Tell me more. I'm getting mixed messages. Tell me more about this. What's going on here? Oh my goodness me. Okay, so that's kind of clarified it. Okay. So what I feel what went wrong in this connection, it doesn't really make sense. I see this person has a lot of feelings for you. Like you've shared so many beautiful things together. You really have. And as I said, you could have been in several cycles with this person. But I feel at one point you were building for the future. What went wrong was that feelings, heavy feelings got involved here. I feel like this person just wanted to keep things as they were. They felt good. They were kind of building, in some sense, building for the future here. Okay, literally trying to build a fortune, you know, and wealth and abundance with you in mind. But what happened, it all got a little bit too romantic for them, just too like, should I commit to this person? Actually, should I marry this person? All right, these are the sort of feelings where I feel it was just kind of like, and maybe they went off and stole a kiss with somebody else because that's what they do, you know, just to try and dampen down what was actually happening in your connection here. And maybe they went off in another direction, or maybe they started messaging other people. Okay, or maybe they just felt your whole momentum. There's a lot of momentum here. A lot of momentum was just going off in a direction that they weren't ready for. I almost feel like they were on the ride. They agreed to the ride. Okay, they knew what the ride was, and then halfway in the ride, they want to get off the ride. Okay, so I absolutely do feel like they feel that they shot themselves in the foot here. Okay. It's almost like they got into the mode where, oh my God, this feels so good, and we're building for the future, and you know, we've got all this tranquility and harmony and the sense of celebration and all this sort of stuff. And then, holy shit, you know, I've been on this journey with this person. I kind of knew where it was going, and now I realize I can't go there. I can't go there, and it was never going to go there. That sort of thing going on. Okay, but yes, I definitely feel like they feel they've shot themselves in the foot. And because you're pile 3, I can go a little bit longer on this. So what I want to do is find out. I don't quite understand this reading, I have to say. I don't know why this should have gone through a couple of cycles here. Like I said, you could have built something up and it ended, and then you've gone through the second cycle. Right, what's wrong with this reading? What's wrong with this reading? What's wrong with this connection? That's what I want to know. What's wrong? What's wrong here? There's something wrong. I can feel it. What's wrong? What's going on here? Don't fully understand. There's a lot of travel involved here. A lot. There's a lot of travel involved here. When people aren't traveling, so it's kind of weird. It could be that you're from different countries or continents or states or something like that. It could be that this person has already got responsibilities in their life. But there's definitely this sense of someone's moved away from somebody. Like I said, there's a lot of forward motion here. Two lots of cycles here. When I say two lots of cycle, it means that you've been on a journey together and it came to an end, but it didn't stop. And then you kind of went on a second journey. Okay, whether you were together or not, you're energetically gone on a second journey. And that's come to a stop now. And they're feeling really overburdened and overwhelmed and they've pulled away, but you're very energetically tied to each other. And something's gone wrong here. I don't know if it's about someone, I don't know if this person's just in a, like, constantly wants to be in a pleasure dome, just wants to have a sense of joy and fun and excitement all the time. I don't know if it's you as well. Are you someone that is traveling, or somebody who is, if not traveling, hard to pin down? It's like your life is going forward all the time. Yeah, I feel like there's a feeling in this connection that one of you is constantly in a state of pleasure, or wanting to be in a state of pleasure, or their life is moving forward in some way. And one of you can't hold the other person down, okay? And these could be quite interchangeable, could be quite mirroring with this. Because I do see this woman here, and that could be you with this, like just coming across as really successful and really pushing forward with your life. And if you're not literally traveling, then it just could be that feeling that you're always advancing. You're always taking action and you're always advancing. This could be third-party situation, definitely could be third-party situation. Like I said, this person maybe like got on the surfboard with you, metaphorically, started to do the journey, loved the journey, and then realised that they couldn't finish the journey. Oh, that's why we're getting the travelling. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm feeling with this. This person went on an unexpected journey with you. They went on an unexpected journey and they couldn't help but enjoy that journey. But they could never finish the journey with you. Okay? They could never finish the journey with you. But they kind of like jumped off the journey prematurely. Because the marriage, the unlocking of the heart, the passion, the celebration, and they jumped off the journey. Now, whether they started chasing somebody else in order to jump off this journey, that's very possible. But they jumped off the journey, and potentially they had responsibilities. And whatever mechanism that they had when you were with them, you know, like this constant sort of, they have quite a routine, okay? So whatever this is that they were building, they're trying to build their fortune. I feel like they were trying to build their fortune for you too. Okay, and now you're not there. Okay, or you've shifted out of the connection in some way, that they're still doing the same thing, but they're not getting the rewards. Have you ever done that when you're working really, really hard, but you just feel like the burden of your life just keeps incrementally getting bigger and bigger and bigger? That's what I'm feeling. So they've just withdrawn and looking inside of themselves. So this is a very long-winded. Yes, they do feel like they've shot themselves in the foot with you. Because I feel like they feel you've you're advancing on in your life. I'm intrigued with this one, I have to say. What's their loss, please, if anything? What's their loss? What's their loss in this, if anything? Okay. And how do they feel about you? Like, what is it that they feel you're doing? Okay, well, that's come out. Okay, the loss for them in this connection, or what they feel they don't have anymore, maybe you'll understand this better, is that when you were in your connection, you were like this golden egg laying in the road, as it were. Is that a good analogy? I don't know. You were like £10,000 laying in the road, that they couldn't not take the opportunity with you. All right, you were too shiny, too irresistible. Okay, and now they feel they don't have that opportunity with you. The window of opportunity closed. And that's why they feel they've shot themselves in the foot. So it's not the best analogy, but that's the crux of it. Okay, I can't get access to her, or I had this incredible opportunity with this person, and now it's not there. Okay, it was such it was an opportunity too good to be true. Okay, and the way that they feel about you is that they feel like your life is good. They feel like you're having a great life, whether you are or not, and they feel like potentially there's other competition there as well. Okay, and they might be thinking that it's just too complicated to get back into this. Okay, so listen, I'm going to leave it there, but I really wanted to do that for you. Thank you so much, and don't forget that I do a lot of personal reading, so you can jump onto Etsy and have a look there. And if you don't want to pay on Etsy, you can pay by PayPal. And I have customers that come back, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, which is really amazing. Or they've been with me from the beginning, and they've had multiple readings over that time. And don't forget to look at the relationship coach links, because I don't have any affiliation with them. I just put them there because they're unbelievably helpful, and every single coach has got a different stance. So if you want to feel strong, go to Greta Berasati. If you want to do manifestation, go to what's her name, Veronica Isles. If you want some factual stuff about how men act, then go to Coach Lee. If you just want some tender sort of psychology insights, then go to Kenneth Craig. They're all on there, and they can really help you throughout the day or the week or the month. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. I hope this made sense. I feel a little bit jumbled this morning. But anyway, thank you so much, and it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.